So Ed has asked me to repair a hole that he's made in some of his regular, more casual pants. But because he can't take care of his own stuff, I've taken his watch as hostage until he can do so. That being said, I'm going to teach y'all at least basic sewing skills on how to repair jeans. But since this is a thigh rip on it, it's one of the harder repairs to make. So instead of showing you how to repair it, I'm turning these jeans into a pair of shorts. If Ed doesn't wear them, I will. So to start, you're essentially going to need your pair of pants, a pair of scissors, set of sewing needles, or just a singular sewing needle. Pins are helpful to have, however, you do not need them all the time. Once you get better at stuff, then you don't always need them. However, they are useful in making sure everything sits correctly. And some thread. I have two different options of thread for this, and I will show you how to pick the best thread color for whatever you're repairing to make it hidden. Alright, so with choosing thread color, you're always going to want to choose the thread that's slightly lighter than the color of fabric that you're using, because when you double it over, it will get darker. So as you can see, I have a blue and a gray thread. The blue matches almost perfectly with the denim, but I am going to do the gray thread, at least for this project. Normally, I would choose the blue one because of that perfect color match right there. Okay, with cutting thread, what I always do is I take my thread, and from the end to the spool where you're going to cut, I do a full wingspan. So that's going to be from hand to hand on the thread length. So then you're going to take your thread that's at the spool, take your scissors and snip it. So with threading and tying your needle off, you're going to have your needle. So there's a needle and one end of your thread. You're going to take your needle and put the thread through the eye of the needle. And once it's through, you're going to take it and slide it all the way down until you have both ends together. Okay, so there are the two ends. When you're tying it off, what I always do is I double it over so that it sits like that. And then I twist them, bend, and tie a normal knot in it. So just tie a normal knot and pull it tight. So you're going to have it look like that essentially. That's going to create a larger knot on the end than what your needle size is. Then I just slide the tail up and snip this end of it. So I just snip that end. And that's how you tie the needle off. So the next step is going to be cutting the jeans to the length that we want. So as you can see on here, the thigh rip is right here. What I'm going to do is take a marker So here's my marker. And I'm just going to draw a dotted line from here across to the edge. And this is going to end up being my cut line right here. So that's the line I'm going to cut. So I just take that, just take a pair of scissors to it, just cut it. The line, just make sure that the cut's straight. So I take the pair of scissors to it. And just start going at it. And it's always going to be tougher to cut through a seam than it is to cut through just straight fabric. So there's like one, put the excess fabric off to the side. And then to make a same cut on the other side, I literally just fold the pants over and cut it again. So fold the pants over, match everything up, and make another cut. Now, at this point, you could leave them like this. So you could just leave them cut like this. However, I don't like this raw edge that happens with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hem these edges on this pant so that that raw edge doesn't fray even more than it's already going to. Okay, so the next step is going to be hemming the bottom of these pants. As you can see here, I started on this side. I am going to double roll them. Right now, this one is only single rolled. However, at this step, I like making sure that I single roll both sides so that I know that they're even. And I'll show you how to start pinning it. And I'll get back to you when I'm done and start double rolling. So to start with pinning them, I take my pins and I quite literally just fold it up to the length that you want. So it's, for this one, a good length is maybe like a 1/4 inch up. And then you just place a pin in there to hold it in place. All pins do is temporarily hold fabric in place. So you're gonna just take them and go all the way around, making sure that this line is pretty even, like this hem line is pretty even all the way around. And I'll show you how to do the second hem roll in a minute. Okay. I have this side double folded. I'll show you from this step how to double fold this. So with this, what I do, because it's pinned this way, what I do is I just fold it over, hold that in place, pull the pin, and then just re-pin it in place. About the same distance, so that's about 1/4 inch. And then just go around and do the full thing. Okay, so with stitching hems, what you're going to do is you're going to take your needle the thread's been tied onto and go in on the negative side, which would be the inside, and push that needle through. So it's just going to come out right there on the top end. And then you're not going to pull it tight enough yet for that knot to catch. You're going to thread it back through the fabric. And what I always do, just to make sure it's secure, because that knot isn't always thicker than the needle, is I take that thread and I put the needle through in between the two pieces that would be there. And then at this point, so it's caught on there, at this point I pull the thread tight. I know it's hard to see because my camera, because this won't focus. So that's how I always start when I stitch. And then basically what we're going to be doing the entire way around this hem is we're just going to do a running stitch. It's going to look like a bunch of dotted lines. So it's just back and forth of push the needle through so it catches that, pull it all the way, and then push it back through real close to where it just came through. And then you are going to keep doing that pattern all the way around or until you run off thread. Okay, so with stitching, once you get to where you have about a needle's length and a half to double, you're going to tie off. So to tie off, you're going to take the needle and slip underneath the last stitch on the wrong side. And then, so you're going to stitch underneath the last stitch that you made on the wrong side. And then flip the needle around and go back through the big loop you just made, pulling the thread that's right on the needle to make that first loop tight. And then you're just going to repeat that 2 more times. So 1, 2, and on this one you're going to pull the needle completely tight. That's how you tie off. Now at this point you're going to snip this thread again and tie a new thread and just continue sewing. Once you get all the way around, tie the threads off, and then there you go. Make sure you remove the pins. And that's how you churn a pair of jeans into a pair of shorts.